This is Ryan from PrimEffect Studios. Today what we're going to do is in Presonus Studio One, we're basically going to add an external device. So the first thing you want to do is open Presonus Studio One, obviously. Go to Studio One at the very top, go down to Options. Next thing you want to do is add an external device. What I'm going to do is I'm going to delete mine here and just add one to give you the example. Okay, so whatever your device may be, you want to plug it in, click Add. It's most probably, there's a really good chance it may be here already, but let's say that it's not. You want to call it a new keyboard, not a new instrument, not a new control surface, unless that's what it is. In this case, we're going to go new keyboard, okay? All right, so now we've got new keyboard, everything on the right is ready to go. We're going to put the manufacturer in here. In this case, mine's a Korg. The device's model number here, K25. Down here, you're going to make sure all MIDI channels is selected, which it is. Normally by default, receive from, and you're going to select that particular model that you're adding in. Copy, transmission, okay, good. So anyway, I'll delete it later. Anyway, so after you do that, you want to select all of these just in case whatever controller you have actually will do all these things. So in this case, select them all. Send to, in this case, you don't really have to worry about sending it to anything else. That's for a more advanced application for another video. Split channels, I don't have mine set up that way. You can select that as an option. Default instrument input. In this case, this is the only control surface, or a controller, I should say, not control surface, but controller that I use. So I'm going to click that default for that way every time you create an instrument track, it'll automatically grab it. We hit OK, and our device is in there, okay? The next stage is to hit, let me see, delete one of these. I'll do it later. Okay, so anyway, after you've completed your addition, you hit OK. Okay, I'm going to open up just a blank project. If you hit the letter T, it allows you to add a track. In this case, we want to go instrument. Not audio, not automation, not folder, but instrument. Okay, one is all we need. Let's put two in there just for the sake of argument. All right. Default input. Yeah, we want it to be the unit that we just added. Okay. In this case, I'm going to put all, but you can select the particular model that you put in. Okay, we got it. We hit it. Okay, bam. Okay, so now we have our two instrument tracks. If you go down to the bottom right to browse, you will get this window to open, and you want to select instruments. After you select instruments, you should hopefully have some installed, or if not, they have the Presonus ones that you may or may not have your actual patches or presets in it. Sometimes you'll see it without, but for today's example, we're going to grab, let's say, Presence. Okay, just grab any one of these, okay, and drag it to one of your instrument tracks like this. Let it go. As soon as it turns blue, you let it go. There it is. Okay, we've got the keyboard hooked up, and I'm not hearing anything, so it must be because I don't have a preset. So you want to go up here and I see right. It's been a while since I've used this one. I'm sorry, I don't use this particular one. In fact, I have no voices installed on this one, like I was just saying. Let me see something. Keys. Yeah, it says it's missing. Okay, so let's try a different one. Okay, in this case, I'm going to remove. And just for this video tutorial, I'm going to grab one that I know I have. Excuse me, I have a frog that has moved into my throat. Okay, so let's go tune track. I'm going to grab, let's get a keyboard instead. Change the plans here. Fab filter. And we're going to go with Fab Filter 2. Drag it, turns blue, let it go. Same thing. There's my controller working. so I can't really do too much with this particular hand. There's a joke in there somewhere. Anyway, that pretty much concludes it. So we've learned how to add the unit. We've also learned how to add an instrument track and control this son of a bitch. Now, if it's not controlling, this is the place you want to go for the selecting of inputs. You know, try something different, configure it. If you hit configure, it should bring you back to this window. That's about it for this tutorial. Hope you learned something from it. It was a beginner tutorial for a lot of you advanced guys who already know. One last thing. Let's hear what this Harmer, if it's going to load and see what it sounds like. Here's Harmer. Okay, that's the opening patch, which is really kind of terrible. Here we go. Let's try this one. That's pretty much all I got stored in there. This is a great virtual instrument. Like, this is one of my favorites right here. I think it is. Thank you for watching.